back again talking about guitars. We're talking about a very cool, very limited guitar from Bedell. This is a Fireside Parlor, Nicaraguan Rosewood and Red Cedar, and we're going to talk about it right after this. So, Bedell did it to us again.
They are doing it left and right and in between. Bedell, we've talked about them in the past. If you guys haven't checked out our tour of the Bedell factory, definitely worth doing. Tom Bedell has got a great company there, and they are like really getting into their stride, it seems like, right now.
In fact, you were mentioning the tour. While we were there, I played the prototype for this guitar. And
they had them kind of hidden.
Yes. This was a guitar, though, that they built. They were like, we're going to do a limited run of these. What do you think, John? So I played a video, and our good buddy Jerry Lambert was up there, and he's head of something. He does something up there.
He's in charge of things.
Anyway, Jerry, how you doing? While he was there, he handed me this guitar, and he's like, I want to record you playing it. And we'll see what. And I was like, I want to take this one home. And he said, nope, you cannot do that. And then
it was either his or Tom's, I think.
Yeah, I don't know who. No, he said it was already sold or something. I don't know. But anyway, he's like, you can't have this one. I'll order you one just like it. And then a year later, we get it in here. They were only going to build 6. I think they're going to build 7, and I'm hoping that 7th one comes back here.
I need more than one of these.
This was an incredible guitar.
Yep.
It's stuff that I didn't really know too much about. Nicaraguan Rosewood. Jared, do you know much about it?
I know.
I'm going to say it comes from Nicaragua. I can't even say it. Forget know anything about it.
I'm not even going to try.
But it is a deep body fireside parlor. And the idea of Bedell's Fireside Parlor is, again, it is extremely comfortable, something that you want to sit by the fire and just enjoy. But what I love about this is the largest sounding small body guitar ever built. And every one of the ones, not just this particular wood combination, but all the Fireside Parlors have been that way. It's a little bit deeper in the body, yet still a small, comfortable, easy to play guitar. And with their tone matching system, it just comes out big.
Yes.
Now what makes this one different to me is the Nicaraguan Rosewood. I'm going to get this right. There. Okay. Not only looks absolutely stunning and unique, but it seems to give a very defined character to this guitar. There's nothing mushy about this guitar at all. When the day we open the case, you do the first little just thumb across it and you just go, whoa. It's extremely responsive. It reacts to everything that you do, and it's even and articulate all the way up and down the neck as well as the body.
Which I think smaller body guitars kind of have that where that's why they're really preferred by a lot of fingerstyle players, because they do have a little bit more articulation and that mid-range is more clear and not quite as muddied. But these are taking that even a step further where everything, it's like every note on that is amplified separately.
One of the examples I found very interesting with this guitar is playing stuff, in my mid-sweet spot area. Very percussive, but at the same amount of pressure. And all the way back. I don't think it gets louder at any of the sweet spots all the way up and down this body. It just becomes a different sweet tone. So there's no spot on here where you're just like, man, this is where I get all my volume and my punch, and then back here's where I get my sweetness, and but I lose my volume and all that kind of stuff. It seems like everywhere I move my hand on this body, it was the same volume, the same amount, just with a different tone. And boy, I can't imagine how awesome that would be if I were especially a fingerstyle player or writing these, kind of big guitar pieces, which I'm not great at, but I can imagine that this gives me all of the power and the stuff I want at any spot throughout the guitar. And again, even more amazing, that you play lightly on it and it sounds every bit as tone is exactly the same, just with more volume when I play harder on it. I am blown away with this. I told somebody this guitar to me is the Steinway of guitars. It's that perfect piano-like precision tone all the way across it. Obviously, that's not what bluegrass flat pickers are necessarily looking for, or power strummers. But again, here's
For what it's built for, it's perfect. Like
Yeah.
you said, if you want this just in your home, great to sit by a fireside or just in your living room, and it's just got that volume and articulation that just it's going to sound beautiful in any room. Or if you're like a singer-songwriter playing some coffee houses, this thing is just going to project and respond to however you want to play it.
I agree with you. The other side of this is I did this because we had our buddy John over here, and we were doing it. It's like, you know what? I bet I could flat pick that thing and just give it grief. And you know what? You can. It doesn't
It doesn't
mush
have
up.
that boxiness that a lot
Yeah.
of the smaller bodies have with flat picking.
It is a very incredible guitar. So there's my opinions on tone. Specs wise, here's the deal on this. It's a 12 fret two body guitar. Beautiful koa binding on here. One of the real fine details I love is this spalted maple purfling that goes all the way around here. It's almost marbled looking. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Pyramid bridge with a drop-in saddle. They did do the koa purfling in the fretboard, which you guys know I'm digging that pretty hard. I just love it. We
Commonplace
order a
these days.
lot of guitars that way. Waverly Tunes with the ebony buttons. Just an overall really cool
Couldn't quite
guitar.
figure out what the overlay was on the headstock, but it's gorgeous too. Almost looks like walnut.
To me, it looks like a very fine burled walnut, but I may be wrong on this. So again,
You often
folks
are.
at Bedell, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. There you go.
Probably doesn't affect the tone as much as the appearance there on the headstock
No.
veneer, but
No, it is an absolutely incredible guitar. The funny part about this guitar is I knew we were going to shoot a video with it. We put it online. We put it in the shop yesterday, knowing that we had to film, and it's already sold.
Yep.
So I'm hoping for a second one. We're hoping to see it come in here. Again, as far as specs on this, it's going to have your 1 3/4 nut width, the ebony pyramid bridge, ebony fretboard, just an overall player's dream kind of guitar.
and then obviously the voicing that they do at Bedell, where they match the top and back and just really go through some pretty impressive lengths to get the most out of each guitar and make them consistent.
Yeah. I think, who is this guitar for? The type of player that I would say this is for. I think this hits a lot of different types of players. If you are a finger stylist and you just want that ultimate articulate, can do anything, any type of tone, I think this is it. But I think it goes beyond that. I think what's great about this is it is a fireside parlor. You could sit comfortably by the fire and play any style. Like I said, yeah, I can flat pick this, I can strum it hard, I can do whatever I want and still have this just comfortable, gorgeous guitar. So again, I think this falls into the person who's wanting either of those categories and wants an exquisite art piece.
That's what I was going to say. That there's almost a third category, and that's kind of the professional that just has a beautiful music room or just a front den. That just this guitar, the looks of it are just gorgeous. Like it would stand out in that room and make any room look nicer and make you want to walk over to it and pick it up and play it. So that definitely, some guitars are powerhouses and play great. This is also something that you would want people to see.
Absolutely. It is truly an art piece that just plays, and it's not just an art piece that looks great, is okay sounding. This plays well, it feels great. It's hit so many boxes to me. At a price point just under $7,000 street price. It's not breaking the bank. It is pricey, I know. For some of you, you're going to go, oh, that's crazy. But when it comes to collector high-end guitars, this is not going to just blow you out here.
It comes in pretty low on the spectrum of price.
Especially for what it does. I'm just blown away with that. So again, Nicaraguan Rosewood back and sides, Red Cedar top, Bedell's tone matching. It just checks off a lot of really cool deals. I want to see more Nicaraguan Rosewood. I'm curious to see what it does in bigger bodies. I want to see an OM. I think I want to see if the guys at Bedell will work with us and do an OM
sure they
out
would.
of this. I'd love to see something like that done. So there you have it. It is the Fireside Parlor with Nicaraguan Rosewood, Red Cedar. Just an absolutely gorgeous guitar.
Well, guys, I hope you liked this video and enjoyed the tone of this guitar as much as we did and just learning about it. I know we talk about these things a little bit, but some people really want to investigate the instruments that are out there, and we're some of those people that enjoy that.
I'd love to chat about
We
guitars.
mentioned the tour of Bedell. You guys, I think if you enjoyed this guitar, you're going to love seeing their workshop up there and some of the interviews we did with Tom and kind of the philosophy of the company. So be sure and stick tuned for this next video. I think you're going to really enjoy the tour of Bedell and Breed Love.
And as always, make sure to comment, subscribe to the channel, do the thumbs up, do all those things. We'd love to hear what you guys think about these guitars. And if you want us to complain about how much we talk, that's fine too. I don't care. Either way, we will see you next time for another cool guitar, mandolin, banjo, whatever we feel like doing. We're going to see you next time.